Hello and welcome to this introduction to Dynamics 365 Business Central by Interdyne Artists. Today's date is March 26, 2018. Alright, I want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Jonathan Kroll. I'm an account executive here at Interdyne Artists and I will be your presenter. And the topics we'll discuss. So we'll just briefly talk about a 365 overload. And then we'll cover what's coming with the spring 2018 release. We'll spend the majority of our time talking about Dynamics 365 Business Central and the functionality that comes with it, and then we'll wrap things up just talking about pricing specific to the Business Central application. Microsoft has done a lot with the 365 namesake. There's Office 365, which has Business, Home, and Enterprise editions. There's Dynamics 365, which also has Business and Enterprise editions, Finance and Operations, Customer Engagement, Sales, Marketing, multiple different service solutions. Then there's Microsoft 365, which is Office 365 Plus. Let's not forget about other technologies like the Common Data Service, Flow, Power Apps, and Power BI. And all of this generally leaves people going, I don't know what I need if I need any of this, but that's okay. We're here to help. However, that's not the purpose of this webinar. I just wanted to point out the pink elephant in the room and offer our services as a point of refuge for anyone confused about all of these different technologies. Alright, so now that we've sufficiently called Microsoft out for confusing everyone with their naming system, let's discuss some highlights of the spring 2018 release. For starters, the official date is April 2nd, 2018, and there is going to be a new Dynamics 365 marketing application that falls under the customer engagement umbrella and offers lead scoring, event management, multi-channel campaign management, marketing automation, and so much more. There's also a new sales option with Dynamics 365 Sales Professional. Now this is going to be a similar solution to what you already know and love in the existing Dynamics 365 sales application, but it'll have some limitations on customizations, and you don't get the ancillary technologies like gamification and social engagement, portals, or voice of the customer, which is a survey tool. There's also some enhancements coming for Power BI, specifically a premium version that offers dedicated cloud resources and an enterprise level deployment. And Microsoft has added some GDPR tools for anyone doing business in the EU and needs to be able to meet those standards of that regulation. And then, of course, the reason that we're doing this presentation, the release of Dynamics 365 Business Central. Business Central has been called a lot of names, but at its core, it's Dynamics Nav in the cloud hosted directly by Microsoft. We're actually going to be doing more presentations and webinars on all these new applications and softwares, and we'll actually include live demonstrations of the software in those, so I encourage you to check back for that content or subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's coming over the next few months. Let's just discuss some of the functionality that will be included in Dynamics 365 Business Central. At a high level, Dynamics 365 Business Central has 6 key functional areas: financial management, supply chain management, customer relationship management, jobs, which we call project accounting, service management, which is more for field service, and manufacturing. So let's dive deeper into these 6 functional areas, starting with financial management. And financial management is all of your standard accounting modules, your general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash management, chart of accounts, and having dimensions so that you can segment your data for more granular reporting. Dynamics 365 Business Central is really good for multi-entity management. If you have multiple companies and you're doing intercompany transactions or you need to produce consolidated financial statements, whether you have wholly owned or partially owned subsidiaries, Business Central will be great for that. You can also do your budgets in Business Central, manage your fixed assets and depreciations, and produce your financial statements and any other types of reports that you typically have. Moving on to supply chain management, and you'll see that that includes a lot. So when we talk supply chain, we mean distribution, so purchasing items and being able to manage AP and any specific approval workflows that you have built into your organization and automating those workflows. Being able to manage your inventory and costing, pricing, being able to track your inventory with serialized numbers or lot traceability, being able to manage where your inventory is, locations, if you have warehouses and zones and bins within the warehouse, to be able to do easier picks and put away, doing cycle counting of your inventory, shipping and receiving items. There's also an automated data capture system which can help extend the functionality of Business Central to handheld devices. Then you can implement barcoding and really streamline some of your processes in the warehouse. And then of course being able to sell items. So starting with opportunities and managing a pipeline to sales quotes that turn into an order that needs to be fulfilled and finally invoiced. So the full cycle of supply chain management in Business Central is available. Next, we want to talk about customer relationship management, or CRM, and there is some out-of-the-box CRM included with Business Central, and it's going to be for things like contact management. So not just having a customer, but having contacts at that customer or vendor for that matter. Being able to manage the interactions that take place and logging interactions for emails or phone calls or appointments or whatever types of interactions that you're going to have with your customers and vendors that you want to be able to track and keep a log of. There's task management built in to help keep your folks on track and doing the processes and the job that they need to be doing on a daily basis. There's a really nice integration with Outlook to be able to manage a lot of these business processes from within Outlook and not having to switch applications. And then there's also some basic campaign management if you want to be able to track, where a customer or vendor came from back to, for example, a trade show that you may have attended earlier in the year. So again, high-level CRM type of functionality. If you're looking for something more robust there's the Dynamics 365 sales and customer service applications that may be more in line with what you're looking for. So next we'll talk about jobs, which again is project accounting. So that includes project or job management, managing your resources and your capacity, creating job tasks and assigning them to people. Resource management doesn't just have to be human or people management. It can be equipment or inventory that's going to be related to a job. And then of course you need to be able to bill for the project or the job and being able to support the different types of billing methods that your organization may have. And at the end of the day, being able to do some job costing to learn, was this project profitable or did we lose money for some reason? So next we'll talk a little bit about service management, and again by that we mean field service. So being able to manage your service contracts and all the different service items that a customer may have. Work order management, so if it's more of a break-fix environment, so managing those calls coming in and dispatching resources appropriately to go and fulfill the work order. There's also preventative maintenance scheduling that you can do based off of the criteria put in the service contract. And then again, being able to bill for the actual services that you render for your clients. And the final area we'll take a look at is manufacturing. Dynamics 365 Business Central includes bill of materials and routings, which you can have multiple levels to your BOMs or include assemblies and sub-assemblies. You can do production order planning using work centers and machine centers. And there's also some supply planning tools where you can automate production orders or purchase orders based off of raw materials on hand, doing min-max listings for different things. There's also some demand forecasting tools included with Dynamics 365 Business Central as well. Alright, so now we know what's included with Business Central application. The next question is, how much does it cost? First, let's discuss the software licenses. Business Central will have 3 user license types: Essential, Premium, and Team Members. The Essential license includes financials, distribution, jobs. The Premium license includes everything from Essentials, plus it offers service management and manufacturing. And then Team Members have read access to the system. They can approve workflows or run reports and access self-service areas such as being able to enter timesheets. Now, these licenses are only available via a SaaS model or software as a service, and they're named user licenses, meaning anyone that needs to access the software will need their own user license. The essential users are $70 per user per month, premium $100, and team members are $8 per user per month. Now please note that you would not mix and match essential and premium users. If your organization needs manufacturing or service management, every full user would need a premium license. And if you don't need those modules, then every full user would fit the essential license. And team member users are going to have read access to whatever areas the organization as a whole is licensed for. Now also there will be some transition licensing available for existing Dynamics customers, and Business Central is exclusively available through CSP partners like Interdyne Artist. So not only can we help you evaluate the software, we can help you with the purchase and of course implementation as well. The software licenses are pretty straightforward to calculate, so let's discuss the implementation fees. Now, what we've tried to do is categorize the implementation services by functional area to provide some ballpark figures for your consideration. So financials, of course, would be part of every project, whether you only need core accounting or you're also a wholesale distributor, or maybe you're a professional service organization who needs project accounting. Maybe you are a blue collar or field service type of company, so you need service management, or maybe you're a manufacturer and you need financials, the ability to manage your supply chain as well as your production operations. So we've sort of categorized these all and tried to provide some figures based on what we've seen over the years in our client base. Now, our real value is our people, and we would love to learn more about your specific requirements so that we can apply our knowledge and skills and these Microsoft applications to determine what the best solution would be for your organization. And that's all we have for this presentation. I hope I didn't confuse you more than you may have already been. But if you do have questions, please reach out to us via the phone or email. And I mentioned earlier, we will be posting more content, specifically live demonstrations of these new applications. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay in the loop. All right, so thanks for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.